Hello and welcome to the Yay or Nay series. So if you don't know what this is, allow me to explain. This series is made to find the most agreeable Fighter's Pass. So how will we do that? Simple. Once a week, I will dive into one character specifically, and we will end up talking about that character's series. We'll talk about their potential popularity, around the world, maybe show some stats or whatever, like game sales, kind of, gauge interest by that. Maybe talk about a little bit of relevancy, like when's the last time they had a game that was released, and then even go over some potential moves for their move set. Why not? So overall, this is going to be a fun little series. So down in the comments, this is where you guys come in. This is a big part of the series. Down in the comment section, please tell me yay or nay. It's that simple. Yay or nay. Yes, you want to see this character as a part of the Fighter's Pass, or nay, you don't want to see this character as a part of the Fighter's Pass. And please be decisive and clear about your vote. If you give me something along the line, and people do, and it's hard to tell what you're actually thinking, but people leave comments like, I like this character, but I prefer this one. So I don't know if that's a yes or no. So I mark that as an undecided. Please be clear when you're voting, yay or nay. Start your sentence, start your paragraph, start your comment with yes or no, yay or nay, one of the two, and then go into what your feelings are. All right. Otherwise, if I can't tell, then I'm just gonna mark it as unsure. That's how we do this. But then after that, we will give an update from the previous week's characters in case they got any more votes since the last episode. We'll continue to update as long as, well, there's always updates to go. So, yes, then we'll go over their stats and how their stats change. What are their stats? The stats will be broken down like this. Total number of yeses, the total number of no's. Then we will talk about the unsure votes, like the undecided, the ones I can't figure out because some people can't be clear about what they're voting for. And then the total number of votes overall. So then we will end up taking the yeses, divide that by the total number of votes, and that's where we get the actual percentages of yeses. And that's how we will determine the most agreeable Fighter's Pass. That's how we do that. So, yeah, this is that's how we're gonna figure it out. And nothing more to say than let's get into today's character. All right, wait. Before we get into the bulk of the video, we do have to go over the updated stats. So let's start with Crash. Crash, well, he actually got one more vote from the last time that we've seen his stats. So updated stats, here they are. He now has a total of 63 votes. 52 of those are yeses, 10 of those are no's, and we still have the one undecided. So going by our math and how we figure this out, 52 divided by 63 gives us an 82.5% of people saying yes, they would welcome Crash Bandicoot. That's pretty high. Next up was Dante. Dante, and somebody just snuck a vote in as I was recording this, so I updated this. But Dante's updated stats are now a total of 49 votes, 32 yeses, 16 no's. There's one unsure. So doing the math, 32 divided by 49 gives Dante a 65.3% yes to no ratio. That's pretty good. 65% still not bad. And then last week's character was Master Chief. So here's Master Chief stats. 48 total votes. 36 of those were yeses, 10 no's, 2 unsures because people for some reason say, yeah, I like Master Chief, but I think I prefer this character. I don't know what that means. Is that a yes or no? You got to be decisive with this. So I marked those down as unsures. You can update those if you want to, but I'm just letting you know. If it's not clear, I mark it as an unsure. So that means 36 divided by 48 gives Master Chief a 75% yes to no ratio. So if you want a quick breakdown, Crash with 82% yeses, then Master Chief in second place with 75%, and then Dante with 65%. Oh, there's the updated stats. Now on to the rest of the video. Hollow Knight is the character we will be discussing today. Or let me properly say that. The Knight from Hollow Knight is who we're talking about. So, the game Hollow Knight released way back in 2017. Which, I mean, at this point seems like 4 decades ago. Like, right? Time is just strange this year. But yeah, released way back in 2017 and has really impressive sales numbers, actually. Especially for an indie game. Actually, scratch that. It has really impressive sales numbers for any game. Whatever, indie studio, maybe, okay, AAA probably has higher standards. But I'm just saying, very impressive numbers. And here's the stats. It sold over 1 million copies just on PC as of June 2018. So that's over 2 years ago. Sold over 1 million copies. And then when it launched on Nintendo Switch later in 2018, that same year, within the first 2 weeks of launching, the Hollow Knight game sold over 250,000 copies in just the first 2 weeks on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that's pretty impressive if I do say so myself. Now, the Knight is in sort of a strange spot, and what I do mean sort of a strange spot. So, allow me to elaborate. He is an indie character after all, right? And the thing is, like, his studio, I believe it's Team Cherry, right? I believe that's the studio that makes him. Small independent studio, they do their own thing, they do some good stuff, nice. But since he's an indie character, as of this moment, right now of me recording, there are 0 playable indie characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. No, Steve does not count as an indie character. Minecraft is owned by Microsoft, and the last time I checked, Microsoft is not an indie studio. Alright, that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, moving on. So, since the Knight or any indie character would have a huge hurdle to clear, as to being the first playable indie character, I don't feel like, I guess personally, I don't feel like that should be, something to look at as a negative, especially against him or any indie character in the slightest. And why? Well, as we've seen with Smash Ultimate, indie characters have actually made it into the game, right? Maybe not playable, but we've gotten a lot of indie representation in the game, which is a really cool thing to see from Nintendo. They own the All-Star Gaming equivalent to every All-Star game of whatever, sports, whatever you want to call it. This is the biggest collection of talent anywhere in the video game industry, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, yes, we do have playable indie, not playable, we do have indie representation in Smash Bros., right? First came Shovel Knight with the assist trophy announcement, which was really cool. A lot of people wanted to see him playable, but having an indie character in Smash Bros., that was like a huge accomplishment right then and there. Like, whoa, what just happened? Nice, assist trophy. Next came Shantae, and I know her fan base was very disappointed with that. But again, look, she got representation in Smash Bros., so it's not really a negative. I know you want your character to be playable, but especially an indie studio, a small studio, no matter how big of a connection you have to Nintendo or not, you are in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Smash Ultimate sold over 20 million copies. That's 20 million different people getting their eyes on somebody else's, product. That's good. That's free advertising. That's amazing. And then, of course, after Shantae, we do know we got other characters like Sans and Cuphead. They were given that deluxe Mii costume treatment, which absolutely everyone freaked out about. That was really cool. Deluxe Mii costume, both came with a song track. Whoa, what the heck? That's amazing. Nintendo did well there. They did very well. So, Nintendo does seem like they don't mind indie characters being in, well, the greatest video game collaboration of all time. But the question is, will Nintendo take that next step? Or I guess, did they take that next step and actually give the okay for an indie character to become playable in the Fighters Pass Volume 2? I mean, I guess only time will tell, right? So let's move on to his potential moveset here real quick. Just a few moves to go over with, just a couple, just to give you a little taste of the character. So, the Knight has this, I believe it's called the Great Slash, which would make for a very powerful forward smash. As you can see by the little clip, pretty good, pretty solid attack. I can see this definitely being one of his better, if not his best, KOing option. Now for another attack, we have this one that is dubbed the Cyclone Slash, which I think this could make like a pretty good down smash, I should say. Maybe if you even want to turn it into maybe a neutral air, but maybe down smash is better. But Cyclone Smash, basically, the Knight, Hollow Knight, there you go, we get the correct one. He kind of like does a 360 swing with his trusty nail, and he just swings around a great attack. And then what about, here's one more, the Crystal Heart. I really like this one. This is a cool idea here. So, as you can see by the clip, the Knight ends up lunging forward with great force, pretty much slamming into whatever he makes contact with first. And I think this is very comparable to, say, Charizard's side special with his Flare Blitz, right? Big time attack. I mean, you can see the force that... I almost called him Shovel Knight again. Wow. You can see the force that Hollow Knight launches himself. This would be a very powerful attack. This could potentially be like a side special. Again, very similar to how Charizard's work. And those are only to name just a small few attacks that the Knight has at his disposal. Just a small few, just a taste, okay? We'll save more for later down the road when I do the Knight, his DLC potential video, when we go over much more of a moveset and spirits and stage and all that stuff. But that's a future video some point, well, in the future. So all in all, I really do think the Knight sounds like a very interesting and a very sound character to pick up and play. He seems very fun in my opinion. And but for me, I guess the series, it's meant to, this series that we're doing, yay or nay, it's meant to find the most agreeable Fighter's Pass. So you have to be very decisive with your decision. Is it a yay or is it a nay? Although I'm very much behind the idea of an indie character becoming playable in Smash Ultimate, I have no problem with that happening ever. If we get multiple of them, great. That's awesome. That's great for gaming. I'm totally 100% behind that idea. But the Knight, well, it just isn't anywhere near the top of my personal want list. And, well, even for indie characters, honestly, it probably doesn't even crack the top 3 for my most wanted indie characters. I think Shovel Knight's probably my top indie character want. But that's a different discussion for a different day. Again, I'm not saying anything bad about the Knight. It's just, personally, I can calmly kind of skip this guy for now in favor of a lot of other characters. That's just me personally. That's why we're doing the yay or nay. I'm giving him a nay, but if he got in, I have no issue with it. But again, trying to find the most agreeable Fighter's Pass. Would he be a part of your ideal Fighter's Pass? Would you be okay with him? I'd be okay with him, but there's so many more characters I'd much rather see ahead of him. So for me, it's a nay. Anyway, that is going to wrap it up for today. Let me know your thoughts, yay or nay. Please be decisive for the Knight from Hollow Knight. Would he be okay in your book, or would you skip him? It's all good. Let me know. That is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed as always. So I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.